Hey, I am standing here on Route 116 looking toward Gettysburg, here at the intersection of Rocky Grove Road. You can see Highway 15 overpass just in the distance, and we're across the street from the Roaring Spring Premium Spring Water Plant. And as you can see on the sign right here, it says Rocky Grove Road. Now, this is not the original Rocky Grove Road. The Rocky Grove Road and Rocky Grove's schoolhouse was one of Gettysburg's first public schools. It was located on the Rocky Grove Road in Steuben Township in Gettysburg, and it was built around 1850, and it was used to educate the earliest families of Gettysburg, their children. And back then, it was small, one-room stone schoolhouses. Now today, even though this says Rocky Grove Road, this isn't the original Rocky's Grove Road. The current Rocky Grove Road leads to the Drummer Boy Campground, which you can see the sign for here in the distance. The original Rocky Grove Road, and we're going to take a look at it in a couple spots, actually stood on the Henry Brinkerhoff farm, which is just here in the distance. You can see the barn, and then just beyond the trees is the stone house from 1799. This has been the Rocky Grove Schoolhouse and Rocky Grove Road, Part 1 on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook. Schoolhouse and Rocky Grove Road Part 2 on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook. Now, the old Rocky Grove Road sat just east of today's Rocky Grove Road, which runs through the Drummer Boy Campground. It started at the Henry Brinkerhoff farm, where we shot video 1, and made its way up this way to current day Route 30. It sat in between the actions on July 1st through July 3rd of 1863, the first of those being north of Gettysburg in the town of Hunterstown, the Battle of Hunterstown, or the Battle of Beaver Dam Creek, and then also in between the battle or the action at East Cavalry Field, where Jeb Stuart's cavalry fought George Armstrong Custer's cavalry on July 3rd of 1863. The schoolhouse that sat along the road may have been used also as a temporary field hospital or aid station for wounded soldiers between the north and the southern portions of the battlefield in this area. Now we're going to take a look at the remnants of the school. The school no longer exists. The school was in later years after the Civil War was used for a public meeting hall as well as a school. There was a bell tower that was erected in it in 1923. Now the road, the Rocky Grove Road behind the school, was abandoned on July 17th, 1943. And then the 4,575 feet from the school to Brinkerhoff Ridge was abandoned in 1950. In front of us is all that's left of the old stone schoolhouse, and I will post a picture of one of the later classes at the schoolhouse. This was the porch, and this was the front step, and here you can see the old stone foundation of the schoolhouse that once sat here. This was the Rocky Grove Schoolhouse. Again, it was one of Gettysburg's earliest public schools, a small one-room schoolhouse used as a temporary aid station during the Battle of Gettysburg, later as a schoolhouse and a town meeting hall. The schoolhouse was torn down in the 1940s, and the road that existed was done away with between 1943 and 1950. This has been the Rocky Grove Schoolhouse and Rocky Grove Road, Part 2 on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook. Grove Road, Part 3 on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook. In front of us is the former site of the Rocky Grove Schoolhouse. And today, as an extra special, we're going to take you to remnants of the original Rocky Grove School Road. This I found last year while wandering back here. And as we like to do here on Gettysburg Battlefield Facebook, we like to take you to all the ins and outs and secrets of the Gettysburg area. One of the things I was able to find was a part of the original road trace of the Rocky Grove School. And it is in a quite secluded area Very high weeds. There's ticks, snakes, and such back here, so a lot of people don't venture back here. But I was able to find the original trace road for the Rocky School Road. And of course, this was, again, the road that led from the Henry Brinkerhoff farm all the way up to Route 30. And as soon as I get past here, we'll see remnants of the road. And this is very unique because this road is one of the original Civil War era style roads that can still be found here, hidden in the woods in Gettysburg for all to see. So let's head over there now. And right here in front of us, as we come down out of the wooded area, is what's left of the remnants of the Rocky School Road. It goes in this direction toward Route 30, and then back in this direction toward the Henry Brinkerhoff farm. And you can still see remnants of the road that's cut into this wooded area here. If you take it northbound about a mile from here, you'll actually run to the back of the Pella window factory, which was actually built on top of the original Rocky Grove Schoolhouse Road. And if you were to follow it in this direction straight, you would actually end up on the Henry Brinkerhoff farm. This has been the Rocky Grove